Hello everybody, I'm Navith Mastera and welcome to my first DROD Let's Play. This is something I've been wanting to do for a little while. You know, I really enjoy the Let's Plays which are done by various members of the DROD community. I think it's fascinating to see how different individuals go about solving their rooms and the solutions that they come up with. And I thought, you know, I really enjoy watching them, so hopefully you guys will enjoy watching me play as well. Now I ummed and ahed for a little while about what hold I should play, and then I thought, you know what, I haven't played a bunch of the Smart Master selection, so I thought I could go through all of the original holds, but then, oh sorry, not the original holds, the official holds, but then realised, you know, King Dugan's dungeon has been done kind of to death at this point, and doesn't really pose much of a challenge, I think, for players now who are a bit more seasoned, I suppose, just because of the nature of how puzzles have changed over the many years that DROD's been around. But I've actually never finished Journey to Rooted Hold. Kind of at the time that I was first got into DROD was a couple of years after, maybe 3 or 4 years after Journey to Rooted Hold got released, and I got stuck and never managed to kind of finish it. And then when I got a bit older and was able to kind of play DROD a bit better, I suppose, The City Beneath came out, and subsequently Gunther and the Epic Blunder, and then The Second Sky, and I just ended up playing those and never went back to Journey to Rooted Hold. So I thought, what better time to finally get it nailed and do it than to do it on a Let's Play. This is also in the DROD 5 engine, so I'm able to do challenges, and I'm not sure if there are any other major changes apart from aesthetic ones to the game, but you know, like I say, playing in the 5.0 engine, and I'm going to try and get all the challenges done as well as the secrets and post-mastery section. Now, there may be a couple of challenges which I'm not able to do. I'm not sure how difficult they are. But I'm not a DROD expert by any stretch of the imagination, so I'll try my best. I'm definitely planning to get it mastered anyway, and then we'll see about challenges after that. But yeah, enough talking. Let's just get straight into it. Journey to Rooted Hold first level. It is always recommended that in addition to the main entrance, each dungeon should have an additional alternate entrance, whose existence is kept secret. This can be useful in case of emergencies such as cave-ins or bad faith on behalf of the client, from the Architect's Manual, Dungeness Architects Association. I don't care what it is you're doing. If you want health to come with you, you need to pick up the laundry on the way back. It's his chore, says Vonifer Budkin. Alright. Ooh, rocks.
Half, you stay here. I'm scouting ahead to make sure it's safe for you.
Okay, Uncle Beethro.
Half, what did I just say? Just stay here, okay?
Sure, no problem.
I would have thought that had you know, Beethro really wanted Hal to just stay there, then he wouldn't have brought him along. But there you go. I've always really liked the kind of the rapport between Beethro and Half. I think that's very well done on behalf of the voice actors and the writing.
That's to the west, I think.
Look at me, I can step diagonally. Ooh. Secret.
Some sneaky sneak thought I'd miss this one, but Beethro spots them all.
Beethro does indeed spot them all. So, in terms of how far I got with this hold, I think it was something like, it would have been a mid to late teens level, I think. So, not super early.
I wondered where this got to. I was worried that the Dungeon Architects Association seal wasn't anywhere in King Dugan's. Not like the architects to not mark their own work. Normally they make it out of walls or trapdoors or something. First time I've seen it laid out like this.
Interesting. It's a nice touch with the music to play. Let me step on this scroll. Very interesting. Can I go this way? Oh, it comes out here. So the answer is yes. Okay, a simple door puzzle by the looks of things. You know, we've got 3 doors blocking our way, so presumably we need to hit these 3 orbs to open them. This is only the first level. You know, I'd hope that my Smite Master skills will get me at least to the 2nd or 3rd level before I start getting stuck. Okay, a roach. Not anymore. Is this a challenge? Reach this point with the roach still alive. Okay, that doesn't seem too hard. I can do some roach wrangling. Vertical preference can help us out there, and then we can have it loop back around, and just leave him in that in the handy little L-shaped walls, and then we can go back and finish him off. Ooh, 3 roaches this time. Difficulty is already ramping up.
Half, why are you over here? Guess he didn't hear me. Hey, how'd he get in front of me? As soon as I catch up with that boy, we're heading back. Can't let him run around a dungeon like this. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I do miss that. It's very light-hearted in the first few.
Hey, Unc.
Stay right there.
In the first few levels of
Also, I can zag.
Knock it off. We gotta
Journey
go
to
home.
Rooted Hold.
But I can't zig while I'm zagging. At least not yet. Come and get me.
Little punk, I'll come and get you, all right?
Especially compared to kind of the far more serious tone of
Good. I made it back to the old rooms.
parts of the City Beneath and
Looks like
Second
somebody
Sky.
had the ceiling down on purpose. Who would do that?
Who would do that, Bethro? Challenge, don't turn your sword after striking the orb. Okay, which way do I want to be facing? It looks like we've got plenty of obstacles down here, so I would say maybe south. Yeah, that looks like it's going to work. Easy. Easy. You know, if you're going to give me challenges, at least give me something which is a challenge, you know?
Come and get me. Ha ha.
Little punk, I'll come and get you, all right?
Woohoo! I go where I want.
Quit screwing around.
Woohoo! I go where I want. Woohoo! I go where I want.
Quit screwing around. It's dangerous down here.
I presume this is challenge called don't go through the tunnel. Don't go through the tunnel. Well, that's fine. I don't need to go through the tunnel, but
Your swordsmanship measures up to my personal standards.
So what? Who are you anyhow?
Just a guy who likes to hang out here and watch.
I like how they often seem to have these characters who are critiquing the Smite Master, or actually a little bit Tendry in Tendry's Tale as well. It's always amusing.
Let's go, little Bumpy. I knows the way.
He just wants to show me something.
Hit that orb and open the door for me.
I'll be right back.
Stop. You can't trust him. My nephew just ran off with a goblin.
Oh,
Gotta find that old block passage and get past it. Maybe there's another stair going down to where Half is.
more tunnels. Great. So, I'm pretty sure, yeah, there were no tunnels in King Dugan's dungeon, right? I don't think so. So I guess this was the first introduction to
Looks plenty familiar up ahead. Must be getting close.
tunnels in in Journey to Rooted Hold, the first new element introduced.
I remember this room. Used to be a maze. Must have been one big gubbing cave-in. I remember this room. Must have been one big gubbing cave-in.
It's interesting that I think also rock golems are introduced pretty early on.
This is the place, all right. With that smug little door standing just where I left it. Door, this time you're cracking open for me, because I brought my portable orb. Just gotta get close enough so I can use it. Come on, portable orb. Do your thing. Yeah, let's see what we got on the other side.
So from what I remember, rock golems are introduced in like level 4 or something in this hold. So
My
is
name is Beethro.
Oh, is it? So it's cool how like, well, it's just interesting how early some of the new elements are introduced. Like you would have thought that they would have kind of followed this, maybe the older elements first, and then gone through it from there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is not the right way. Yeah. Okay. Just with rooms like this, it's probably easier to follow it back. Again, that's wrong. So we go. You know what? Let's just try things. Okay, that's trying things not working. Okay, those two tunnels go in the same place, so there we go. I think it's possibly the kind of tracking it back from it might not work because there are two tunnels leading to the same exit in some cases. Two tunnels leading to the same one tunnel. I think that challenge is going to be don't use the tunnels. So I can try and not use the tunnels. To be honest, I think we're in a pretty good position. It might be don't step on the tunnels. Don't stand on any of the tunnels. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this a little bit better. I probably actually want to be heading across early so I can drag these roaches with me and then move back across to the other side like that, and then it kind of sorts itself out. Just pretty simple roach horde tactics. I noticed that you can get more killing in basically if you start on this side, and then you can kill more roaches because you're moving a further distance. So then you end up with a smaller horde once you get to here, and a horde which is manageable without having to use the tunnels. Alright, back to the required section of the level. Okay. Ooh, a room with lots of roaches in. Let's see how quickly I can do this one. Now, I do have to warn you dear viewer, that I am not much of an optimizer, so if you see some extremely inefficient solutions, then I apologize, and that's all I can do, because I'm not going to get any better. I'm not going to get any more efficient. So you're just going to have to grin and bear it if you are an if you are an optimizer, I'm afraid.
This level is connected to deeper dungeons. I knew it. Wait till I tell the guys back at Smite Master's Hall.
Cool. Second level. When signing a contract, every Smite Master must remember the 2 main tenets of the Smite Master's Oath. 1, that all vermin must be cleared from the dungeon, no matter at what personal risk or discomfort. And 2, that the price charged for this service shall be in strict accordance with the pricing scale as decreed by the Guildmasters. And that is from the training brochure.
Why's everybody gotta leave piles of skulls lying around?
It's depressing.
Everybody, Beathro, I'm not sure. Is there lots of skulls lying around in Dugandy as well? I do like those red lights though. Very atmospheric. Okay, just a couple more hordes here. Shouldn't really bother me too much, I'd hope. And then, interestingly, well, just a kind of back swiping thing there. Ooh, is that a challenge scroll I see? Yeah, I mean, that's just a very basic trick of making sure you use all of the obstacles to your advantage when you're smite-miting. Break all crumbly walls except 1 before striking the orb. That feels like it could be difficult. Because I'm going to have them from both sides. I feel like I want it to be like that one. Or maybe this one, so that I can have like a 2 wide kind of gap here. So if I can step below this orb, then I've got like 2 rows of vertical space, which is blocked off to roaches. Let's try this. The problem is that obviously I'm still gonna have to move away from this section anyway if I'm gonna kill these roaches. So I wonder whether actually a southern wall is better. That being said, I'm first going to try a wall further out, like so. Just because if I'm going to have to move east, then I can... So the way this is worked out is that it looks like a better wall might be that one. Something slightly lower down. I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. In fact, there we go. I've got it. Cool. Okay, that was that wasn't super difficult, but definitely a little bit of a challenge. You just kind of, I guess with stuff like this, a bit of trial and error and a bit of DROD reasoning and mix them together and...
A roach queen. If I'm not quick, I'll have a bunch of roaches to deal with as well.
Maybe it's time to see if this watch I got will earn its keep.
Mix them together and then, you know, provided you've got your proportions right, of course, you might end up solving a room. Now, I can confirm, Beathro, that your shiny new watch does indeed earn its keep, particularly useful when dealing with serpents, I must say. Right. I mean, nothing here is too challenging yet, as you'd kind of hope, I'd imagine. You know, this is only the second level after all. Unfortunately, I think tunnels didn't really end up kind of, as some elements they didn't really end up catching on. They can be useful in situations for puzzles where, for example, you needed the player to activate something and there's no kind of other way to prevent it, to prevent like monsters or doubles from being able to step somewhere. So they can be useful from that perspective, and I think often they're used to kind of in puzzles like this, where you're testing out your nous when it comes to, or testing out your kind of manipulation, I suppose, without having to make the player go from up and down, up and down. Obviously, the player moves at the same rate as monsters do. So, if your solution requires you to move quicker than the monsters,
You're alive.
Hey, Unc.
You're standing right next to a roach queen. You want to get all chewed up?
She won't hurt me, Uncle Beethro.
Back away from the roaches slowly. I'm coming over there fast as I can.
Just watch. The roaches don't come after me. It's because they know I won't hurt them.
but yeah, if you want a solution, if your room demands a solution where Beethro
The
moves
roaches seem to leave you alone. Makes no sense at all.
quicker than the monsters.
It's a dumb idea to bring you along, but since you're down here, you're gonna help me.
I want to help.
So if I knock on a door, that means you go open it for me.
Then one of the ways you can do that
Yeah, don't worry.
is via a tunnel. But apart from that, I don't.
Another thing, I've got lots of different strategies. You couldn't understand them. You'll just have to trust me. Sometimes you gotta be in a certain spot for my strategy to work. When I tap you on the shoulder, you follow me. And then another tap means stay put. Got it?
What was the middle thing you said?
Okay, so we've got a challenge here.
Another.
It says we can't open this door. Why would we want to open this door? I guess so we can go in and get the roaches. I think, yeah, we can do that. Use kind of half as a mobile barrier for roaches. And then what do we need to do here? Yeah, now that we've got that door open, we can just hit this one. Half will go and get it for us, and we clear the room. Another useless orb. Some of these dungeons, they are full of useless orbs. They are also full of secret walls. Ooh, okay. Lots of roach queens. This again should hopefully not cause me too many issues. Oh, that is of course if I can actually get my keys in properly, which of course there is no guarantee of. Cool. All right. Just a small exercise in how to kill roach queens. Don't strike the eastern orb. Okay. So I need help to open this this thing, but I can't strike that. So I suppose the sort of the intended solution would be hit this orb, bump this door, get half to open this door for you, and then the roaches come and step on the force arrows, and you're all good because they won't step any further south. Oh, but you can just do that. That was... I thought it was going to be slightly more challenging than it ended up being. Okay, I see a scroll there. Is that going to be another challenge? Looks like I just gotta... I just gotta hit the... Why can't you open said door? Oh, I need you to open the other one. Looks like I just need to open the doors kind of in order. Kill the roaches when necessary, and... Come on, Half. Oh, there are roaches in the way. You know what? I gotta kill these dudes anyway, so I'll just do it, Half. Don't worry. Sometimes as a I know Bethro isn't Half's parent, but as a fatherly figure, you do just have to take responsibility and go and kill the roaches yourself. Open the door yourself. Half is... I don't want to stand there. Half is great. You know, Half can open doors. But if there are roaches blocking his way, sometimes that job's on Bethro. Oh, there are also roaches here, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to do the... I presume this is a challenge.
Can I get back if I go this way?
No. Don't move Half until the western door is open. And don't break any crumbly walls. And don't kill any queens until all doors are open. Okay. So don't move Half. Open all the doors and then kill the queens, and don't use those until I can move Half once this last door is open. Okay, this sounds... Oh, I'm not allowed to do that. Yeah, this feels like it could be a small pain. But not huge, I think. That being said, I feel like this section might be challenging because once you've gone past, you know, if I pass these queens here, say, then they will just come and eat me. Sorry, they will just produce roaches which will want to come and eat me. So, you know, that might be an issue. Although, I think maybe not. If I stand here, then definitely not. Yeah, we're actually okay. The crumbly walls are actually pretty helpful. So, I'm not. Although the challenge does specify not to break them, like I think it's the best tactic is not to break them anyway. Because, for example, like here, they provide cover to my back. Which I otherwise wouldn't get. However, this is going to be a bit of an issue. I might actually just wait here. Yeah, this is going to be a small issue. I think maybe not massive because I can do like that. But certainly a small pain. Yeah, really, I want to be able to get to this column and shift those roaches away from where I am. So let's see if I can do a slightly better job. Of that. Yeah, I can't really. And once that build-up happens, you know, this build-up here, there isn't really a lot of space to maneuver. That being said, I don't know if there's any other way to do this. In terms of like, if I'm gonna be, if I need to be able to, you know, I can't move this roach queen. This roach queen will always be pushing roaches this way, and there isn't really any. There is nowhere I can get them caught. Yeah, because unless I'm already standing over here, when they spawn, they're gonna come down there. That being said, although that is true, like, it's only adding one roach every spawn, every 30 turns, every spawn cycle. So, like, that isn't that many. Like, so long as I'm killing more than 30 of these guys every 30... sorry, more than one of these guys every 30 turns, like, that is pretty... You know, it's slow progress, but progress is definitely doable. I bit off slightly more than I can chew there, but you can see now I thinned down a lot of those roaches that were there. So this is, yeah, this is just a matter of kind of perseverance, I suppose, more than anything else. Because now, yeah, I can use half as a barrier as well. So now that this door is open as well, I can move half. Oh, actually, I could have moved half earlier and just put him there, and that would have really helped. Come to think about it, because the challenge is you can move half once the western door is open. But yeah, doesn't really matter. We've pretty much got the challenge done at this point. Everything else is just a kind of a footnote. And now I can kill the queens. Quite interesting challenge, though. I mean, it does... Ooh, there are a lot of roaches there. It is kind of asking you to just make sure that your horde management skills are up to scratch, and this is actually a little bit of a pain. If I can get down here, I want to be able to like hit this wall or something. Or actually, I'm going to drag these roaches out because they're being a pain. There we go. Just managed to squeeze enough time out of that situation to be able to go and kill the northern queens. And now everything is just trivial cleanup. This is wildly inefficient. I'm sure if you're a better optimizer, it kind of becomes significantly easier because like you've got less of a roach build up. Well, I didn't get the challenge. Why didn't I get the challenge? What is the challenge?
Can I get back if I go this way?
Don't move half until the western door is open. I definitely didn't do that. Definitely did that, sorry. Don't break any crumbly walls at all. Okay. Right, I definitely broke a couple of crumbly walls. But I'll make sure to avoid them. This time, good thing was I thought the challenge meant you know you can, once you've moved half, you can kill said crumbly walls, but I suppose not. I don't know why I hit that orb again. I didn't need to. And there we go. Unnecessary complications. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, what's next? Yes, the negotiator.
Will see you now.
Negotiator.
Bethro Budkin, come over to my desk. Let's talk.
So why are you camped out down here?
It's a temporary office built especially to handle our situation.
What situation?
There are some places for Budkins to be, and this isn't one of them. You've delved too deep. We want you to go home.
When I figure out what's going on, maybe I will. What kind of operation you running? I want answers.
Mr. Budkin, here beneath, the Empire concerns itself with a grand variety of important tasks. You have no hope whatsoever of understanding the simplest of these.
You're afraid I'll find out what you're up to and stop it.
For sure, your continued muckery will uncover fascinating events and phenomena, but how will you make sense of it? What we do down here is very complex, you see.
What? You think you can just confuse me?
I'm not trying to, but it's inevitable. What do you want to know anyway? Anything you want, I'll tell you.
Fine. Why is this dungeon growing in size past its original plans? There was only supposed to be 9 levels. Later there were 15, 25, and now who knows how many?
You realize that you aren't King Dugan's dungeon anymore, don't you?
Where am I then?
No location of importance, but well beneath and beyond Dugan's territory. You've trespassed into the Empire's space unannounced.
So there's a bunch of you kooks down here? What's this empire you're talking about?
The rooted empire whose ends are knowledge, whose means are the perfect machinery of empiric will.
What does the empire want?
I just told you, knowledge. Knowledge of everything there is and isn't. Knowledge of everything that will, might, or ought to have been.
What's that got to do with carving up these new tunnels and chambers?
It all began in the 17th
Good point, Bethro.
between patrons for the forthcoming way of things and the primary archivists. The archivist stance being, of course, that permanent knowledge is impossible without a fully contained environment. The patrons' famous rebuttal: knowledge is lost as the environment is brought within control.
That makes no sense. I'm asking about the dungeon. Who's building onto it? Why?
I'm trying to tell you. It's not really a dungeon, by the way. We call them holds.
Quit hawk-heading me with your shit jam and speak some straight answers.
You want to understand the purpose of construction in this area, yes?
No, I just want to know why you people are building down here.
I am taking legendary pains to explain it to you, but I must admit I'm more pessimistic than I was before we began.
You act like we're gonna sit here for 5 weeks talking about it.
5 weeks? It will take much longer than that. I was just beginning to summarize points we could eventually sub-summarize, and and after that, properly elaborate on all relevant topics we've outlined. I've got some spiffy charts and visual aids you should look at.
Flaming Fagundo! This is some kind of snow job. I'm not falling for it.
So you want the truth, but you're too impatient to hear it?
Look, I gotta go. You can stay here and blab about whatever you want.
Mr. Budkin, you needn't speak with me any longer, but I sincerely recommend returning the way you came.
Unlikely.
I didn't think so. This is becoming very sad.
Yeah, it's real sad for you and whatever scam you got cooking down here, but I'll be fine.
I don't think you will. If you leave this chamber now, I promise you a Slayer will be dispatched.
A Slayer, eh?
Indifferent? But you've never met a Slayer before. When you meet your first, you'll wish you'd made a different choice.
Okay, I'm really going now. Talk to you later. If I feel like listening to boring threats again.
That was uncalled for. If you looked after my well-being, I'd at least be appreciative.
They are also very...
It's a shame, you know. I wish things had turned out differently. Now it's up to the Slayer. Goodbye.
very funny. It's nice that her kind of story is expanded upon in the City Beneath, definitely. So yeah, I guess on to the third level. And if I remember correctly, that is where we will meet said Slayer. And for those of you who don't know the ending of this game, slight spoilers, Beathro has every right to be indifferent towards this Slayer. I mean, maybe not indifferent, but he deals with him in the end. It can often be a surprise when one first discovers that, no matter how skillful one is or adept at one's craft, it is almost certain that somewhere there are others who are of equal or even exceeding skill. Whether this competition is welcomed or whether it shall lead to antagonism, it is almost always educational. Oh, maybe this isn't where you meet the Slayer. Maybe that's 4th level. Ooh. More door puzzles. Looks like we need Half in here anyway. We don't want him stuck behind that door. What opens this one? Okay. So I think if we just do that and then that, and then last but not least, that. Cool. And then...
Hey, how'd you get over there?
I don't know. I was just exploring.
Well, explore over here with me.
I can't. There's an arrow blocking me.
Dummy, why'd you walk over it?
Dummy?
No,
Just stay there. Maybe I can come around and get you. Health, stay put.
I'm gonna see what's in the next room.
No, stupid. Just right here.
Peter should know by now. Half will only stay put if you bump him. If you don't bump him, well, he can do whatever he wants. Okay, what's going on here then? Looks like I just want to trap this roach queen like that. Then a few roaches to deal with. That roach queen does escape, but doesn't. Well, I don't want her to make any more babies, so. Let's just push her down into that chamber here, and she'll kind of be dealt with. And same with the second roach queen. I guess even if she had spawned within this little chamber, then it wouldn't have been a big deal. But it's a bit easier that way.
Here comes our silly Delver. He's going to strike the orb.
No! The Delver can't be that stupid.
Just watch. Just watch.
I wonder what this scroll says. This obviously wasn't in the original game because hold clear walls, like hold complete walls, didn't exist back then. Master walls did, but hold complete walls didn't. Yeah, we're gonna have to hit this up.
See, I know my Delvers.
Indeed you do. How funny.
Oh, he's this fella. Character Citizen 1. You're really bringing the humor to this encounter.
It's fun to watch him, but we should get on with my presentation.
Certainly.
Students of the Slayerly arts, oh privileged pupils, pay close attention, for today I will demonstrate the techniques of removing Delvers. Unfortunately, we have just one Delver with us today, so our lesson will be painfully short, but more painful for him than us, of course.
Open the grimming door.
Classic
Yes,
banter.
yes, yes. This is outstanding. Pursuit will be necessary.
I presume that this scroll is like challenge, kill the Slayer somewhere in the hold.
Bethro, wherever you go, my wisp will find you.
I mean somewhere
Come back out into the auditorium. I want the students to see us.
somewhere
I got my own plan.
in addition to.
They don't need to involve you bleeding all over the floor. But if that's what you want, that's what you'll get.
Ah, do you have any idea how ridiculous that sounds? I am 39th.
Well, we can listen to him after I start the challenge.
Bethro, wherever you go, my wisp.
But yeah, apart from killing him in
Come back out.
I think
into
somewhere else, kill him elsewhere apart from the 25th level with the bombs.
They don't need to involve you bleeding all over the floor. But if that's what you want, that's what you'll get.
Ah, do you have any idea how ridiculous that sounds? I am 39th Slayer. You've met your unmaker. I shall remove you from the beneath, and I'll do it with flair. You will be applauding my impeccable maneuvers, the likes of which you've never seen.
You talk too much.
He does be through. I agree. Yeah, my Slayer manipulation is pretty rudimentary, to be honest. Like, I am not I'm not great with my Slayers, so I will be surprised if I manage to actually I don't actually need to be that far south. I would be surprised if I'm able to kill this dude. Sort of. Yeah, I'm not going to actively look for it anyway. If I find myself in a position where I can do one of the killing sort of maneuvers, then I will. But yeah, I'm not. Like I say, I'm not. I don't really know the kind of
You're returning to the auditorium.
the necessary situations that you need to set up with the Slayer in order to kill him.
Good students, a Delver can always be found by the tendrils of the wisp. With patience, it will always reach him, and your route will be clear. You see how it is impossible for our Delver to escape the wisp's touch. Now he has sealed himself in, but eventually he will again expose himself to the wisp.
We actually want to do one of the closer orbs, probably.
He comes out of the little chamber. It will not be long before he... Our demonstration will continue in the west end of the auditorium.
To be honest though, Slayer, it kind of looks like you're being schooled right now. You don't even come close to killing me.
Always trust the wisp. Its path is perfect and should not be questioned. I lay my judgments aside and follow the wisp. I know it will not fail me.
what do I need to do here? I need to... do something. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. We can do this.
God, my mistake was made. Intentionally, for illustrative purposes.
This one's going to be much trickier though. Stab the roach. I think that would mean I'd have to do some trickery. Like, if I can... Yeah, if I can get into this position, maybe this position. Basically, I want the Slayer to step on this force arrow because I think once the Slayer is kind of, you know, blocked to me, he will just kind of revert to his normal Slayer move things. That being said, I don't really know. Oh, I can just do that.
God, my mistake was made. Intentionally, for illustrative purposes.
Yeah. Okay. Just like that. Not too difficult. Right. I suppose what we actually want is... we want him to be rotated in a different way. Yeah, now we can go in here. He will... Oh. No, he won't stab that orb. Because reasons. Will he stab it now? Yeah. That's not the orb we want him to stab, but that one is. And now will he... Oh, weird. I thought that the Slayer then would hit the orb that opened me back up. I suppose not. I thought guards do that though. Why doesn't the Slayer do that? I suppose in that case we can just pull the Roach Queen out of the chamber and then go and get her. That I suppose is what it wants. Oh, if you excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a slight issue, but that is now rectified. So don't need to worry. There will hopefully be no more dog-related issues with this let's play. I hope, anyway. I can't make any promises. Stop being annoying, Slayer. I want to open this so that... Okay. So that I can obviously chase the queen out and then go and kill everything. Okay, cool. Hopefully... Yeah, I am just going to be able to do that. Fortunately, Slayer will allow me to move around him and on to the next room. Okie dokie. That looks like a challenge goal to me. Can I guess the challenge? Well, yes, I think. I guess the challenge is going to be don't put the Slayer in the door. I can do that. I can do that. Although, that being said, I think that the best way to do this might actually be to get this Roach Queen first, because it's obviously the furthest one out. And yeah, we can just about maneuver past him there. These roaches are going to be a bit of a pain, especially because we're trying to increase distance from him. But what you got to remember is that the Slayer, like Beathrow, can't turn and move at the same time, at least not while he has his hook. So that means that we can quite easily wrangle a situation where even once the Slayer starts moving like this, we can increase the distance from the Wisp. And he also won't start moving, as I'm sure you know, until the Wisp has reached me. So it looks like what we're gonna need is for the Slayer to go around this orb, hit it, and free those roaches, and then this will allow us to clear the room. Again, pretty straightforward. Okay, I'm gonna have to be a little bit cleverer. I think in that case, I'm gonna want to go to this Roach Queen first, just because we can kind of increase our distance, as you can see there, a bit more easily from sort of here around the corner than we can in this small little kind of rectangle that we would have to maneuver the Slayer around, although it's perfectly possible either way.
Way to go, Delver. That door doesn't open from this side. This really makes me look bad.
It does, Slayer.
Alf, hurry up.
Hey, don't leave. Wait.
No can do, Slayer. And on that note, yeah, we've been recording for around an hour, so yeah, on that note, I will leave it there, and yeah, I'll catch you next time, hopefully for the 4th level and more of Beathrow running away from the Slayer. Until then, enjoy yourself. Catch you later.